back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm Martin Wenzel, and this is World Tour Flight 284. We're flying from Vientiane, Laos to Hanoi, Vietnam. And hopefully the stream will start stabilizing out. It started out pretty shaky. Turned down the rate, so it might not look as good as it has been. Not that it's been looking great. That's why I record them and upload them later for situations like this. Anyway, let's get going here. We're going to be taking flight 311 for Laos Airlines. Here out of Vientiane over to Hanoi. We're at gate 2 right now. I'm using FS2 Crew for the FlyByWire A20N, the Airbus A320neo, which we're flying right now. Let's get inside and get things set up. Alright, safety check. Master switch, engine master switch is off. Ignition selector normal. Weather radar off. Landing gear lever down. Wipers both off. Alright, first officer's gonna start doing his thing. One thing I noticed, they don't actually do the APU fire test, so we're going to do that. Oh, maybe they were. That's what that noise was. I just wasn't looking. I always hear it. Okay, so he's getting the APU started. We do have external power on. Alright, I'm going to do my overhead panel scan. So crew supply on, ground control, CVR test. Get a little bit less of an awkward camera. Adheres nav 1, 3, and 2 on. Strobe auto. Nav logo lights are on. Beacon light off. Seatbelts stay off until we're fueled. No smoking auto. Emergency exit lights armed. Cabin pressure panel, no white lights. Air conditioning panel, no lights except for the pack 1 and 2 fault. Turn the APU on, those will go off. X-bleed is auto. Battery 1 and 2 turn off and back on. And we should look at the page, is it? Electric page. And our amps should be below 60 and decreasing. They are. Engine 1 fire test. Engine 2 fire test. Audio switching normal. Maintenance panel, check all lights are off. Go to the radio panel. Make sure that it is on. The cell light is off and the nav light is off. And this one actually has a cover. Don't remember that cover. Frequencies are set. Boarding is going to begin soon.
I'm out for the walk around.
Alright, he's going for the walk around.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. The terminal staff are ready to send the passengers down. Can we start boarding?
Yes, you can start boarding.
Excellent. We'll get started then, and I'll let the rest of the crew know we're ready. It might take a few minutes for the passengers to start arriving, though.
Just a little bit of fuel needs to be added.
Stations prepare to start boarding.
Ground to cockpit.
109 passengers today.
Go ahead. Hi there, we're now refueling the aircraft and we'll let you know once it's completed. Roger.
NCFMC. Checking our air rack. It's good. Init page. Request, pull it in from the link. Check our sim brief sheet here.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that the aircraft is now fueled as requested. Roger.
Alright, so Victor Lima Victor Tango to Victor Victor November Bravo. Alternate is Victor Victor Charlie India, which is Cap B International Airport. Cost index of 14. Flight level 390 for our cruise. Got our flight number Laos 311.
Do you want to board crew?
Alright, next page.
Passengers boarding started.
Get our zero fuel weight, which is 54.4. $32.4 for the center of gravity. And fuel on board 4.3. Wind for this one is going to be plus 16, so we got a tailwind, 16 knots. Go to the flight plan page. Alright, no het. Romeo 474 to Mike Charlie, and that's it for the flight plan. Let's get our flight clearance. Alright. Initial climb, flight level 210. A little crazy there. Alright, so he flipped us. Go in the opposite direction. The winds must be
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
probably down pretty ridiculously low. So we got the runway 13 and net 1 Bravo departure. So I'm going to go to Navigraphs, just make sure that all makes sense. Up right here. We'll just flip this around. You can see there's no wind. Either way, we're going to have a crosswind, so dealer's choice, I guess. Why not? Okay. No flight select. That's the first time that's ever happened. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to close Navigraphs and restart it, because I have never had that happen where, like, yeah, you're not on a flight anymore. You Okay, let me pick my flight. No. There we go. Alright, let's try this again. So now it's on 13. And net 1B. There's no head. No big deal. Just go the opposite direction. Perfect. Now what I always enjoy is when stuff doesn't work. There it is. High performance. We're going runway 13. Calculate that. I gotta fix that display. So toga for our takeoff. Config 1 for flaps. I just put in a 1 for our trim. I just put that in. For now, I don't have a calculator that figures that all out. You see the lets you then do your auto speeds. The speeds are quite different, so I like to go. I kind of choose. I'm so used to using the speeds from the calculator for the Airbus now. It's because they're a little higher too.
Hi,
Toga
security and safety
1600
checks all done.
for our engine
Are you
out.
good to start boarding?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to look in the settings for FS to crew and see if I can turn off that, because their boarding is always so much later in the process than that. Actually just might be the timing, because with FS to crew I still have 19 minutes before taking off or pushing back, whereas self-loading cargo we only have 4 minutes. So that timing is a little off. Alright, so that's all set. No flex takeoff temperature. Alright, oxygen test checked. Brightnesses for my screens. Proper information. We have the ECAM, upper and lower. Flight director buttons are on. EFIS mode. Speed. We are in speed mode. Heading. Initial altitude. Standby instrument is checked. Auto control panel checked. Weather radar off for the predicted wind shear. Switching knobs all normal. Status page. Pressure page. That should be our landing altitude. 50 in Vietnam, in Hanoi. Cockpit door. Locked. Thrust levers. Idle. Engine 1 and 2 master switches off. One selector normal. Parking brake. We'll skip that because it just messes with things. Gear extension is stowed. ATC mode selector auto. Altitude ATC 1. Altitude reporting on. TARA off. Or TCAS off.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. All passengers are now on board.
Check the
We're
box.
still waiting on ground
Okay.
to send us up the load sheet.
No problem. I'll bring it to you as soon as they send it up. You still have time to do the welcome announcement. That should pass some of the time.
Good afternoon from the cockpit. This is your captain speaking. I'd like to welcome you on board this afternoon as we fly to Society Sun, Hanoi. We're currently preparing for departure up here in the cockpit, and once we're airborne we'll be climbing to our cruise level of 39,000 feet. We hope to depart very shortly. We're not expecting any delays. The cabin crew will start securing the cabin once the aircraft has pushed back from the stand. As we make our way to the departure runway, please make sure you're seated and secured as they make their way around the aircraft. The weather is looking good, so it should be a nice, comfortable climb up to our cruise level. Once we're airborne, there shouldn't be any issue during our climb. It's a pretty straightforward departure out of the airport, so nothing to worry about there. It looks as though the en route winds are in our favour, so there shouldn't be any issue getting to our destination on time. However, we will keep you informed throughout the flight if it changes. The ground crew have finished loading the aircraft, so if you could get yourself seated and secured, we'll be able to get going straight away. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the flight.
Alright, seatbelts, harness, pedals, armrest adjusted, fuel on board, FMS takeoff data, cross check. Check. MCDU. They're locked together, so we can't really change those. External power, check, off and removed. It is. Oh, he did that. Nice.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead.
Oh, I know why, because I said that. And he did it.
Loading has been completed.
Maybe.
We're sending the load sheet up to you now. We're waiting for you to close up. Once the beacon light is switched on, we'll contact you to begin pushback. Roger.
Before start checklist, down to the line.
Cockpit prep.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On and auto.
Are you sure about that?
Hello.
Adios.
Hi, Captain. Okay, here's the load sheet from ground. I've written the passenger count here, the crew count here, and the total number of souls, not including yourselves, here.
Thank you.
Ladies
Okay,
and gentlemen,
looks like we're all
a very
set to
warm
go
welcome
whenever
to you
you're
all.
ready.
My name is Sarah.
Okay, great. You can close the doors whenever you're ready.
We would
Okay,
like to
I'll let the
extend
crew
our
know
welcome
and we'll
to
get
our
closed
frequent
up as
flyers
soon as we
and
can.
guests from our other international partner airlines. So we can depart as soon as possible. Please take your assigned seats, observe the no smoking and fasten seatbelt signs. Only light hand baggage should be placed in the lockers above you. All other items should be placed under the seat in front of you. If you're sitting by an emergency exit, all of your hand baggage needs to be securely stowed in the overhead locker, and the crew will be happy to assist you. We're here to help you, so please do not hesitate to ask any of us for our assistance.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pas incertain. Locking gear.
Adir's nav. Nav.
Fuel quantity.
4,280 kilograms.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Barrel ref.
1012 set.
1012 set. Down to the line.
Okay, so I was just checking to see if I could turn off the crew within FS to crew, the flight attendants, because I've got so many overlapping programs, right? You know, FS to crew for the first officer, but it also has a flight attendant. The self-loading cargo has flight attendants. The plane has flight attendants. So there's just people talking over each other kind of redundantly. So it's kind of figuring out which ones you want running and which ones interact with what. Alright, so we are ready for pushback. Let's get that clearance, actually. Alright, pushback tail to our left. And just as I want to click it, it goes away. . Down to the line. Down to the line. Hello? Down to the line. Alright, he's just gonna ignore me now. I love it when they do that. Alright, so we'll do that below the line. Oh. Because I'm saying the wrong thing. I am very good at this. I'm a professional. Alright, we'll just skip that. Windows and doors closed. Beacon light is on. Thrust levers idle. Parking brake released. Before start checklist complete.
Cabin crew, please arm doors. We're ready to disconnect. Thanks very much. Pin straight ahead and we'll see you again soon.
Starting engine 2.
Check.
I should probably say below the line and not down to the line. That's why he wasn't responding, because I wasn't saying the right trigger words.
Set parking brake. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Starting engine 1.
Check.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear. Bypass bar mode. Left is clear, right is clear.
APU bleed off, master switch off. Alright, first officer has set the trim, the ground spoilers, flaps, pitch trim, rudder trim 0. After start checklist,
Anti-ice.
off,
Ecam status.
checked,
Pitch trim.
set and checked,
Rudder trim.
0.
After start checklist complete.
Flight control check,
Ready. Full down. Full up. Neutral. Full right. Full left. Neutral.
rudder,
Full left. Full right. Neutral.
full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral. Clear left side.
Clear right side.
Brake check.
Pressure 0.
Before takeoff checklist, down to the line.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flap setting.
Config 1 plus F.
Config 1 plus F. V1, VR, V2, flex temp.
Set and checked.
V1, 1, 3, 7, VR, 1, 3, 7, V2, 1, 4, 3, ATC.
Set.
Ecam manual.
Take off, no blue.
Down to the line.
Alright, we're currently on Charlie taxiway. I'm a little worried here because I'm not sure if the taxiways are actually set up exactly the way they are on the map. Because like right about here we should have an angled runway, or an angled one. So here's hotel to our left, and there should be an angled one, Delta, coming off the runway. You can see we don't have that. So I'm guessing Alpha will probably be a 90-degree
Hi, Captain. Everyone
perpendicular runway, or
Thank you.
taxiway to the runway.
I'll get the crew seated and secured as soon as you give us the word.
Will do.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm having so many issues with the streaming yesterday and today. Oh, alright, perfect. There's Alpha. That's actually modeled correctly. I always overturn the teller. So as always, if you are trying to watch right now and it's just not working, this will be uploaded hopefully later this afternoon for replay and higher quality as well. Yeah, let's get our clearance.
Approach path clear of traffic.
Below the line.
Takeoff runway.
1-3 confirmed.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
TCAS.
TARA. Set and checked.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
PAX.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Cabin crew, seats for takeoff, please.
I forgot to turn on my RAAS system, my runway avoidance system, awareness and avoidance system, I think is what it's called.
Approaching. 1, 3.
Now it's on. So I did pick up Dominic Design's Hanoi airport, and it looks really pretty nice. I forgot to go in and jump in and test because I looked at it last night. Looks pretty good. The problem was that there were additional jetways, and I think that was GSX. Now I've disabled them, so hopefully when we get there we don't have random jetways sticking out of the terminal in the wrong places.
Approaching. 1, 3. On runway. 1, 3.
Ready?
Ready.
Takeoff.
Check. Thrust set. knots. E1, rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Flap 0.
Speed checked.
Cabin crew, you're free to move around the cabin.
Flaps 0.
After takeoff checklist, down to the line. After takeoff climb checklist.
Landing gear.
Up.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Packs.
On.
Down to the line.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I hate how those cabin announcements end up outside the cabin. Below the line.
Barrow ref.
Standard. Autopilot 1 on. Standard set.
Standard set. After takeoff, climb checklist complete.
I have to say standard set, otherwise it doesn't take it.
turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are now seated around the cabin. However, for your safety, we do recommend that you remain seated with your belt fastened at all times during the flight. Thank you.
Alright, so we're flying over Laos. We're going to go through the big northern section. We can see the Namgum Reservoir right there. Flying northeast. Alright, so not a very long flight, so I'm going to get into the flight computer right away here. We're going to see if we can get any information from the MEDAR through this system. I'm also going to just set up right now an arrival. There's going to be runway 11 right. Okay, I was like, where is... Only one ILS? Oh no, two. Yankee and Zulu.
$1,000 to go.
We'll double check that in a moment. Flight level 380. Alright, so we got the Much 1 Charlie arrival Donmo. We're just checking these number ones: 369, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 is the transition into the arrival. And then Foxtrot India 11 right, and the airport 11 right. Perfect. Alright, we have a message. We actually do have some information. Not sure why we didn't get the MEDAR yesterday. Down here, print it out. Performance page. Let's get this plugged in right now for our approach. 1019 for our QNH. Temperature 25 degrees Celsius. Wind 110 at 8 knots. Transition altitude is 9,000 for Hanoi. And our minimum going to be 239 feet.
About to start one of our in-flight movies. If you'd like to watch, please plug in your headphones and select channel 18 from your armrest remote. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the film.
1000 to go.
Double check all this, see if we got the right one. No, we got it right. So we got ILS Yankee runway 11 left. So let's go in here. ILS 11 left Yankee. The Mach 1 Lima arrival. Caro 368, 360. And into the final. All right. Alright, seatbelt signs back on. And we'll begin our descent. Alright, quick briefing. We're on the Mach 1 Lima arrival. Right here you can see we'll go from Mokchao VOR to Muchi. We need to be between flight level 130 and flight level 120 at Muchi. Caro below flight level 110 above 7,000 feet. November Bravo 368 will be above 5,000, and then November Bravo 360 we should be close to 2,000, just above it, and then in for our approach. Hanoi, Vietnam, ILS Yankee runway 11 left. Localizer is 110.5. That will be automatically populated in the FMS. Final approach course will be 109 degrees. That'll also be auto-populated. We're going to capture the glide slope at 6.1 miles out from November Bravo, which is the VOR, or not the VOR, the ILS. And we'll be at 1,969 feet for that capture. See, our airport elevation is 43 feet, runway is 41 feet. If we miss our approach, we're going to maintain final approach track. Passing 1,500 feet, turn right to the November Oscar Bravo VOR at 5,000 feet. Join the holding pattern or follow Noibai tower instructions.
Good afternoon once again from the cockpit. As you've probably noticed, we've started our descent. Depending on the destination air traffic, we should be landing in around 20 minutes. In the meantime, I will be instructing the cabin crew to get the cabin ready for our arrival. Once that happens, the seatbelt sign will be illuminated and you will be required to stay seated and secured until after landing. If you need to visit the toilet, it may be worth making your way towards one now. For now though, I will wish you a very good afternoon once again, and I'll speak to you in a short while once we've landed.
Right, back here. The minimum, I put in 245. We are Charlie plane category class for our plane, so put in 245 feet for the minimum. Okay, you see the visual for that go around and the holding. A lot of stuff going in on this map. We're going to be right here at, what is it? Well, there's Charlie India, or the Charlie 11 Lima Yankee, right there. That's in our system. We need to be at 1,970 feet. We're gonna be at 2,000 right around here, and then come on in. Cross section, you can see 1,970 feet, and then in for the glide slope. Transition level is flight level 100. That's where we go into speaking of feet, and then 1,000 feet below that, transition altitude 9,000 feet will be where we'll go to our ground local barometric pressure. We do have these weird levels here for capturing the glide slope because that is 600 meters, and in Vietnam they must use meters as well for their altitudes. And then once we land, we will be on the outer runway, or the left runway from terminal. We're going to be going, I'm going to go to terminal 1, I believe. I'm going to double check that. So we're going to either exit the runway at Papa 5, more than likely Papa 7, then we'll cross using Sierra 8, or Papa 8, Sierra 8, Victor 8, and then into the apron area on Victor, and we'll have our options. Now I'm going to figure out which one we should go to as an international flight. Yeah, we're going to be parking at Terminal 1, which... No. Can I read? In my brain, I was thinking that's not the terminal I really want to go to, though. Yeah, we're going to Terminal 2, which is actually a newer terminal, but isn't as visually interesting. But we'll pass by Terminal 1 on our way over to Terminal 2, which is the international terminal. And we'll see the old Terminal 1, beautifully modeled by Dominic Design. Why does he always get the radar?
Altimeter setting. Altimeter setting.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. I just wanted to come by and ask if everything was going okay.
Yes, everything is fine. Thanks for asking.
Just give me a buzz if you need anything.
We'll go local altimeter. She's buzzing about it, and it also confuses the ATC. Because again, they haven't cleared us down where we need to be. Should be down. There we go. Because it doesn't recognize that we're at flight level 150, because everything in Microsoft Flight Simulator is based on 18,000 feet being the transition altitude. Even though, as you can see, it's different in other places in the world.
cabin crew, prepare the cabin for landing.
Well, the plane definitely did not react very well. It just went right past the green dot, right past the speed limit of 10,000 feet. Usually does a better job of that. It just flew right past it. No care in the world. Also, my co-pilot didn't turn on the landing lights either. Hanoi is going to be over there to our right. Alright, LS button on, engine mode selector, normal, auto brakes, medium, altimeter 1019, minimums set 245 baro, PCAS, Tara, and approach phase not yet activated. What's going on with my... Like I'm missing... Yeah, it's missing sections of the path here. Keep an eye on that. Yep, there, I lost it. Y065. I always like how they tell me to turn left when I should be turning right. Like, I need to turn here. Yeah, toward the runway. You can have the radar.
$2,500.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
And now, approach checklist. Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
Beacon status.
Set and checked.
Seatbelts.
On.
Barrel ref.
1019 set.
1019 set. Minimum.
Normal.
All station seats for landing.
245 set. Set and checked.
245 set. Engine mode selector. Sync rate.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
$1,000.
Approaching. 1 left.
Just way behind the plane right now. Like usual, it seems. Flaps 3.
Speed checked.
Flaps full.
Flaps 3. Speed checked. Flaps full.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Checked.
Off.
Auto brake.
Medium.
Ecam memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing
400.
checklist complete.
Hundred above. Minimum. $50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Spoilers. No reverse engine 1 and 2. Decel. $70 knots.
After landing checklist.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Are you sure about that? Spoilers.
Disarmed.
APU.
On.
Cabin crew, doors to manual, please.
Start.
Radar.
Off.
Predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist complete.
Are they gonna clear us around? No. Nice. Double checking he did his stuff. Alright. And we're gonna taxi across here to, looks like gate Alpha 22. Perfect. That is at Terminal 2 where we want to go. Let's get a GSX on top of that. Alpha 22. Sure, we'll have a follow me. And we'll cross the runway. A little shaky there on the...
29 left.
A little shaky on the approach. We got it down. Okay, so they didn't name the taxiways properly. At least according to the chart. Hopefully the signage matches up though, I would guess. There you can see Terminal 1. Very beautiful. Terminal 2, yeah, we can see Terminal 2 as well. Actually looks pretty decent. More modern, I guess. I don't know where the follow me went. He just decided to dive under us. Hey, Mommy Gardenia and Etamatia Arosnenos. Wait. Arsenos. Arsenes? Arsenis? Arsenis. Arsenis. Denatia. Yes, Denatia, right? Denatia Arsenis. Hopefully I'm not butchering that too bad. Beautiful looking airport, and even more beautiful with all the planes parked. Hopefully the jetways are correct, not messed up. Rolling up on this Vietnam Airlines. Yeah. So it says this is Sierra 1 Charlie. Again, on the chart it says it's Victor 4, so I don't know. Wait, where am I? Okay, these don't look right. Did I go too far? Well, wait. Okay, so the charts don't match up with this airport at all, which is kind of disappointing with an airport that, you know, a payware airport. Or the charts are out of date, I guess. So now it's kind of like, which gate? We're supposed to be over here at this terminal anyway. I'm going to go down a few gates and we'll just switch over to this one. Because we are an international flight, technically. Well, maybe we would have parked at... We're supposed to park at Terminal 1. Yeah, when you look at the charts and then you have the feeling like this is just going to be impossible to know because nothing matches up. Okay. Eighth dock. Ooh. 42? No. Okay. Is this a ramp or a gate? That's also confusing. Right. Now we're at 42. Cabin crew disarm slides and cross-check. Alright, engine master switches off. Seatbelt signs off. Beacon light off.
The boarding requested.
Parking checklist.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. Crystal clear. 5 out of 5. Roger. Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure. Please open the doors when ready and begin deboarding. Okay, Captain. Ground power is available. Stand by. We'll start getting you offloaded in a couple of minutes. Roger.
Passengers, the boarding started.
Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Nav logo on.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and chocks.
Set and checked.
Parking checklist complete.
Alright, and everyone's starting to stir in the house, and so... Try to get out of here. There we go. Nice view. Okay, it doesn't look like the, Doesn't look like the, jetways work, unfortunately. That's a little annoying. But beautiful, beautiful terminal here. Terminal 2, Terminal 1 all the way over there. Beautiful airport. Let's, check out the flight on Atlanta. Do a review. Right, pretty straightforward, no issues. Hand flew out the departure and always a little bit behind. And arrival right on the dot. Block time of an hour and 9 minutes, which is actually right on the dot with what I had estimated. 45-minute flight time, landing rate a little firm, negative 275.96 feet per minute, G-force a little bit over 1, and fuel burn just under 2,000 kilos, 295 miles for our 109 passengers to arrive here in Hanoi, Vietnam. Let's check out the world tour map. Everywhere we've been on this world tour so far, and today, Vietnam. Next flight, we're going to be headed down to Bangkok, Thailand, right in here, and that should be a really good flight on Thai, I believe Thai Smile. And beautiful airport we'll be flying into. So I hope to see you then. We'll be streaming that live on Wednesday morning at the usual time. Hopefully stream goes well, and if not, you can watch it in replay here on YouTube. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and give a comment below. Tell me how you appreciate the flight and what you like about it, what you'd like to see. If you have any flight requests, we are getting to that point where flight requests will be we'll have more time to do those flights once we finish this world tour. We'll be looking for flights to do all over the place. So thanks for coming along on the flight. And let me get a little bit of music going. I'll take a little look at this airport. Nice terminal building. You see the transit line coming in. Let me go inside. Look at that. Pretty cool. All the different check-in counters. Kind of a weird level. The part I'm always trying to figure out is where are the staircases or the elevators and escalators to get down between these two levels, because this seems like the level you kind of come in and then they send you down for the waiting. Also, how do you get in this area? There's an escalator. Down here. That doesn't let me go down there. There, that's the international terminal in Noibai. Alright, well, until next time, hope you enjoyed this flight, and I'll see you Wednesday morning.